In our previous lessons, we've been talking about building strong rebuttals and making good arguments. Now, these things are important, sure, but in a debate, there is no point in having strong rebuttals or good arguments if you don't present them well. Now, when I talk about presentation, what I mean is body language and voice. Consider these numbers. Now, in communication, when you are speaking with somebody, there are three parts. There is what you say, the content, there is your tone of voice, and there is body language. These three parts make up communication. Now, can you match the three parts of communication to those numbers that we looked at? Here are the answers. Surprised? Yeah, me too. But it just goes to show you how important body language and voice are when we are communicating. And this is especially true in debates where we are trying to persuade people that what we are saying is correct. So, what are some things that we need to remember about body language? Well, the first thing is your posture. So when I talk about your posture, I mean, how are you standing? Here's an exercise. Make sure your feet are the same distance apart as your shoulders. Put your hands up, look up, put your hands down, look down, and look up. This is your natural posture. This is a posture you should use when you are presenting or debating. This is what looks most natural and most relaxed to other people when you're communicating with them. The second thing to remember is hand gestures. Hands are important. They help us when we're communicating. They help to add meaning to what we're saying. But we've got to use hands correctly. So, number one, keep your hands open. When they're open and when your hands are facing people, then people will naturally trust what you are saying. They'll believe you. If they're turned over or if they're clasped like this, then people are going to trust you less. You look less believable. Third thing is very important. It's eye contact. Think about it. If I'm talking to you, but I'm looking everywhere else but in your direction, if I'm not looking at you at all, do you trust me? Of course you don't. So, it's very important when you're giving a debate or when you're presenting, you need to look at your audience. If you look at them and if you maintain eye contact with them, they will believe more what you are saying. Okay, so that's body language. The next thing is your voice. So, probably the most important thing about your voice is your tone. Now, when I say tone, what I mean is, when you are giving your argument or giving your rebuttal, you need to sound interested in what you're saying. Don't use a monotone. If you sound bored with what you are talking about, then your audience will also be bored. You need to sound passionate. You need to sound like you're really interested in what you're talking about. That way, people will want to listen to you. Second thing is your volume. Make sure that your voice is loud enough for people to hear what you're talking about. And then the third thing is pace. What I mean by pace is how quickly you talk. It will be tempting to speak very quickly and get it over with as quickly as you can. But remember, in your debates, to slow down. It's not a race. You don't need to finish as quickly as possible. When you slow down, people will have time to hear what you are saying, and in addition, you sound more confident and you sound like you know what you're talking about when you slow down.